Hey, this is Ralph, and in this video I want to go over Microsoft Word's ability to create different kinds of breaks. So the first one I'm going to look at is the line break, and it's probably the one I use the most. So I'm going to type in a quick paragraph, rand, one paragraph, 5 sentences, and let's say if I'm at the end of a paragraph and I press the Enter key, then I will be creating a new paragraph. But if I'm at the end of a paragraph and I want to add another line without creating a new paragraph, then instead of pressing Enter, I'm going to press Shift-Enter, and this will be a new line within the same paragraph. And of course you have a couple clues that it's just a line in the paragraph, because you can see that the line spacing is consistent, whereas a new paragraph gets different spacing. And if I turn on my formatting marks, you will see that my new line is still within that one paragraph. There's one paragraph marker. And there is the marker for a line break. Shift-Enter, line break. Use that one a lot. And you're thinking, well, why would you ever want to do that? Well, consider this other situation. Perhaps this is a numbered list. And let's say I want to start off here, but I don't want to create a new numbered item. Instead, I'll press Shift-Enter and continue on with my numbered item. And then when I press Enter, I can have another numbered item. So I like line breaks to continue on a bulleted item or a numbered item without actually creating a new bullet or number paragraph, because that's what these are really. Each numbered item is a paragraph. Each bulleted item is a paragraph. Now the other one is going to be a page break. To emphasize this one, let me create a lot of paragraphs. Okay, so I've got a large document now, 7 pages, and so that you can really see what's going on, I will zoom out. So you can see I've got this large document. I'm just going to click at the end of one of the pages, and I'm going to press Control-Enter. Let me zoom in just a bit more. There we go. So wherever your insertion point is, when you press Control-Enter, you created a page break. It instantly jumped down to the next page. Well, what if I did this in the middle of a document? I have my cursor at the beginning of a particular paragraph. I press Control-Enter. I now have a page break. It breaks to a new page. And of course, if I do this at the very top of my document, Control-Home, there we go, Control-Home, and I press Control-Enter, I have a page break and a new blank page. So a lot of people can find page break to be pretty convenient. Now keep in mind, under the page layout ribbon, you can control several breaks here. For instance, there's the very common page break. Notice line break is not here. Shift-Enter line break, you'll just have to remember that keystroke for. But the page break, right there. So you'll notice the next one is a column break. Well, to really see the column break in action, we need some columns. So let me zoom in a bit. I type in a couple paragraphs. I'll do 2 paragraphs, 10 sentences each. And I'm going to select these 2 paragraphs, and I'm going to convert them into columns. You know what? Before I do that, though, I'm going to make one of these noticeably larger. There we go. So now one paragraph is longer. I'll select both paragraphs, and then I'm going to convert into columns by clicking on Column, and I'll just do a 2-column layout. So now I have 2 columns, and Word did a very good job about splitting these columns up into pretty equal portions. Okay. Now let's say though I don't really like the fact that I just got this last sentence in Word from my first column spilling over into the second column. Well, what I can do with Word is I can force a column break. So I can put my insertion point right at the beginning of the paragraph of that second paragraph in the column. And under my breaks, I can choose a column break. What that's going to do, it's going to force the text at my insertion point to be the beginning of the column. So now my columns are mismatched, but my text for this paragraph starts at the top of a column, and the text for this first paragraph is complete on its own column. So that is a column break. And of course, if I had my, say, I really want to push it here, click in front of this word, I'll do a break, column break, and now my text is pushed up here. Now you're wondering, wait a minute though, what happened to that other paragraph? This is just that first paragraph split up. Well, once you create a column break, it doesn't just go away. it actually pushed my second column right down here. So that's problematic. So let me do a Control Z to undo. I'm kind of back to where I was before. Now if I put my cursor in front of this first column, there's actually a column break there, you just can't see it. But if you turn on your formatting marks, you will start to get a little indication, and here it is down here. There's my column break. If I press my backspace key, that effectively gets rid of a column break. Let me Control Z so you can see that again. So my insertion point is to the right of the column break. If I press my backspace key, that'll get rid of that column break. Now I can go back to this other word, page layout, breaks, column break, and there we go. Force the break at the insertion point, and you can't really tell, but these little 3 dots right here, or not just 3 dots, but multiple dots, that's where the column break is. Okay, so that's a little bit of column breaking. In the next video, we're going to check out section breaks, because you can see that creating the columns here, Word created section breaks for me. So let's talk about those.